What's up guys, I'm Mike with Ultimate NJ Outdoorsmen. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to fly fish for carp. Alright guys, let's go over the equipment. Now, next to your fly rod, I think polarized sunglasses is the most important thing for fly fishing for carp. Now, I use Strike King S11 sunglasses, but now when it comes to the fly rod, I'm not going to tell you to go out and buy an Orvis fly rod or a St. Croix or a G Loomis just for the brand name. I use my old Shakespeare 8-weight fly rod. Some people say 8 weight's too much for carp, but when you start getting into them 20-30 pound carp, you're going to wish you had an 8-weight rod. But now if you're just targeting around from 10 to 20 pound carp in that range, probably a 5 or 6 weight rod will probably be sufficient for you. Waders are also a very important part of fly fishing for carp. You never know when you're going to have to get up waist deep to get up to where the carp are feeding. Camo is also very important when fly fishing for carp. These fish have amazing eyesight and they can pick out any small movement. Many pro fly fishermen compare fly fishing for carp to bonefish. That's how hard it is to catch a carp on the fly. So being very sneaky with the least amount of false casts as possible. That means casting over the back or hitting the water too many times and just keep casting. Get the job done is as little cast as possible. Right in his face with a carp that's face down, tail up feeding. And now this is what it looks like for a feeding carp. As you can see, head down, tail up, bubbles coming up, mud going everywhere. He's rummaging in that mud looking for any crustaceans, crayfish, any type of bugs. Now it is important to use a leader when fly fishing for carp. Now whatever length fly rod you are using, have your leader about a foot under the total length of your fly rod. My fly rod is 8 foot, so my leader is around 7 foot. Now for my leader material, I like to use anywhere from 6 to 10 pound trilene smooth casting. Now for the pick your carp, I like to go for 6 pound, and then when I could get away, I like to use 10 pound test. Both have been sufficient enough to land my big carp. Now there are endless options when choosing a fly to fish with, and ultimately it comes down to what fly you like to throw the most. Whether it be a woolly bugger where brown and olive green are my most successful colors, or a weighted streamer, or the endless color of salmon eggs, or even small nymphs when the carp get real picky. And when you really want to get into it, try tying some flies up personally to see if the patterns will work in your waters, in which every fly that you have just seen I have tied, so it's really not that hard to tie flies, it just takes practice. Now let's talk about hook sets. The proper way to set the hook on a carp on the fly rod is to pull straight down and to raise your rod. You do not want to set the hook like you're jacking a bass out of the weeds. Just pull straight down and raise the rod, and that will be sufficient enough to set the hook into the gums of the carp, and that hook will not come free. Getting in close to a feeding carp is a big challenge because carp are very sneaky and they have great eyesight, so the sneak is very important in catching the carp on the fly. Keep movements to a minimum and walk very slowly, and you will get a cast at that feeding carp. There we go guys, that's about a 20 pounder on the fly rod right there. Beauty. Who was feeding nice. Face down, tail up in the mud. Just laid it right there and he inhaled it. That's how we do it. I'm Mike with Ultimate NJ Outdoorsman. Be sure to subscribe to Ultimate NJ Outdoorsman. Like the video. Peace. Thanks for watching guys. I hope this video has taught you something new about fly fishing for carp. Please leave your comments below about any experiences you had with fly fishing for carp and if this video has helped you at all. Thanks guys, I'm Mike with Ultimate NJ Outdoorsman. Peace!